Steve Rye 3. We are back. Welcome into the very first Bullpen Banter podcast with your host with the most, and of course I'm talking beard game, Dut, or I go by Dustin as well. And I'm joined here by my podcast mate, Schno, or Ryan, and we're only two joining in on the pod today. Our other two pod mates, Jordan and Denver, could not make it tonight. We all live frantic lifestyles, so that's okay. We're going to kick it off here. First segment that we kind of got going on is we're going to kind of recap the weekend series. We kind of took some notes on kind of the big series and the headlines. I'll kind of kick it off with the first thing that stood out to me. The Rays continue to stay hot.
Bro, the Rays are something different.
There's something different. If I was a betting man, which may or may not be, depending on if it's illegal in your state, I guess.
You are a betting man.
I'm a betting man.
You are.
I'm just going to go out and say it, okay? You bet on the Rays. And don't look back. Don't second guess it, because their record right now is outrageous. Fastest team to 20 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they continue to stay hot.
Yeah. I mean, they're like, through the weekend they were 13-0 at home. So
yeah, haven't lost in the Trop, which tends to have absolutely terrible crowds. It's kind of a poverty freaking.
That's weird. Like, if you have the best team in baseball, but you can't. Nobody wants to show up. Like, is it because they're all retired and don't want to do anything? Or
I don't know. They have the stadium inside too. I mean, it's a dome.
But honestly, a dome
that matters
in a beautiful state. Like, what's the point there?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I personally have actually
really humid.
I've been to the Trop and I wasn't like super impressed. It's definitely not high on my baseball stadium rankings.
It's kind of an old dome now, huh?
I guess, yeah. Probably
one of the
more first domes to be incorporated. But yeah, kind of a mediocre crowd. They did have good beer sales while I was there. I don't know if that was the day of the week that I went to, but they were like $5 tall boys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shoot, you go to the Royals game, you're paying like $13 for the big beers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$12 for the souvenir beer,
and the Royals have like 10
fans. They get the cans, more beer.
Right, more beer.
I mean, unless you really want the cup, but if you're at my house, we got enough cups.
No doubt. So yeah, the Rays stand hot. The Pirates and the Orioles continue to be hot over the weekend. Those are kind of some questionable. Coming into the season, it's like you're not predicting late April that the Rays, Pirates, and Orioles are your hot teams. All the analysts and experts probably wouldn't have guessed it. I wouldn't have guessed it. So
yeah,
that's kind of crazy. I know you had a stat. We were talking right before the pod about the Rays home runs.
They've homered in every single game this season.
That's unreal.
They set MLB record this year. It's at 22 games.
22 games in a row. That's talking about the bullpen. I would love to be in their bullpen, because if you're getting home run support every single night, like that's fantastic.
Hate to pitch against them.
No doubt.
What do you do?
Hope
it's a solo.
Solos, right? Don't allow other base
don't
runners.
Walk anybody,
right?
Because they're bringing them home.
They bring the power.
Yeah.
Bring the power.
They're I mean, it's crazy that like their team right now, like they're leading the league in runs, batting average, OBP, and slugging. Every single one of those stats.
Yeah.
They're in first.
Offense is going crazy, and they even had some injuries to the staff as well, which is crazy that they've gone on this run. The offense has been carrying the load.
Yeah, well, they're leading the league in ERA, walks and hits in each inning, or like an inning pitched, and opponent batting average too.
Jeez,
it's like what? And
so all around.
You got like, what do they have? 1 or 2 starters hurt?
Yeah. Tyler Glass now, big starter hurt there for them.
I wonder if they. I don't know. Do you think they keep it up? You think they get a cold streak or what?
I think it's. I mean, that would be like a historically.
It's so early.
Yeah, it's early on in the season. I mean, injuries are going to happen. They're going to cool off at some point, you would say. You can't sustain that over 162. I think that's it's pretty impossible. But
yeah, I'm really excited for this the series they have this week against the Stros.
It should be a good matchup. It should be a good matchup for them. Stros are coming in hot after sweeping the Braves this last weekend, and the Braves started off good. The Astros kind of started off slow. I know they've been bit by the injury bug a little bit, but the Astros sweeping the Braves this past weekend. So if you like trash cans, I heard the Astros are in the market for fans.
Fair.
So
I got a trash can at my house.
Are they sponsored by trash can companies over there in Houston?
Mm-hmm.
If not,
Mattress Man. They got mattresses there.
They got Mattress Mac.
Mattress Mac.
They do not need a trash can sponsor if they got Mattress Mac back in the organization. Yeah. So
yeah, I just find it unbelievable that they're how many years in a row they've been in the championship series? They're there every year.
I know. It seems like they're just
every single year.
And you think about the stars that have been on their team, and now gone. I mean, they have turnover in the organization, player wise, like manager wise, front office wise, and their continued success. I think it's very impressive.
Wasn't it last year? Like last year when they won, the only returners from on the defense from like their previous World Series or their previous world title was Bregman and Altuve or something like that.
It probably sounds about right. There might have been a couple other, like Kyle Tucker maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Maldonado. I don't know how long he's been there for a couple of years. I know that for sure, but yeah, it's definitely not a long list. So yeah, the sustained success I think is very impressive.
Office. Morals maybe front office is morals maybe down here, but
I think they got new guys in. I think the trash can guys are out. I think they canned those dudes like AJ Hinch.
I mean, I would have. You got to do something.
Alex Cora, go Sox. By the way, I think he's out. But yeah. As far as like more weekend series recaps goes, I mean, do you have anything else that you want to kind of hit on that we haven't talked about yet?
I mean, Rangers kind of been on fire. I mean, they played the A's this week, but
talk about a poverty organization. I mean, if we just want to step on that one now, how about talking about a bad organization that's about to get a brand new stadium in a different city? That's crazy.
The Royals?
Not the Royals. Some may wish. If Jordan was on the podcast, I'm sure he would go off about that right about now.
That organization's getting new stadiums. I heard someone say today that, a bad team with a beautiful stadium, you still aren't going to get fans.
Still not going to get fans. Yeah.
I mean, Pittsburgh's known that for a while, but with that team they got now, they have a fan base and that field.
Yeah, PNC. Oof. Definitely. I mean, it's on my bucket list to go to all MLB stadiums, but definitely need to hit PNC sooner rather than later. I think I've been to 9 or 10. How many have you been to?
Oh shoot, probably 8.
That's a solid number. That's a solid. I mean,
yeah, I want to go to them all.
We're fairly young. I mean,
true. Many
years to live, so it's just hard to travel to coast and do all that. You know, especially
just central teams for me.
Yeah.
And the Padres,
Yeah.
Padres, going there next week.
Awesome. Are you gonna catch a game while you're there?
Oh yeah.
I
think I'm gonna go Tuesday against the Reds.
Nice. Should be a nice winnable game. So.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you get to see one. Support my boy Xander Bogaerts.
I need
Red Sox legend. R.I.P.
Leading the Padres in batting average and home runs. So
it's Xan Diego now. It's San
Diego. I love it.
It's crazy. I hate seeing him in a different jersey, but as far as
it was good to see. I was gonna say it's good to see the Blue Jays beat the Yankees in the series because don't like them.
Fuck the Yankees. First of all, let me get that off my chest. And the Yankees, they had a little bit of controversy in that series. I don't know if you saw that one. Yankees pitcher threw in on Vladdy. Vladdy, and he got hit with the pitch, and he was kind of going back and forth with the pitcher. I don't think anything crazy happened after that, but
I'd hate throwing to Vladdy in the Bronx. Dude's got 11 bombs there.
Dude,
he's goes to the Bronx.
I mean,
swings it.
I could hit a Oppo home run at the Bronx. That's like a freaking T-ball stadium, dude.
I've seen you swing a softball bat. Ball flies.
Nope, the ball flies, but shit. Bronx is like a T-ball stadium, but I mean, we're doing our first pod a little bit into the season, so I kind of just wanted to hit on our kind of first weekend series recap, kind of hit on some of the teams that have started slow that maybe have higher expectations, since we kind of talked about the Rays, Pirates, Orioles, teams like that have started out the season hot. Just highlighting a couple teams here. Seattle starting off the season 10-12 after making the postseason. America's team last season in the postseason starting out 10-12. Man, they're starting out a little slow.
I'm putting my all my balls in the court of the Rangers being America's team this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Red, white, and blue.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Dodgers starting out 12-11. I know had high expectations out west, but long season. I mean, nobody's panicking.
Yeah.
Nobody's panicking.
They're turning it around a little bit. This last week they did really well.
Yeah. They we know they'll get hot. I mean, they've been riddled by the injury bug. It's another team that's been hit hard with injuries. So, the
Diamondbacks, first in that division, they were bad last year.
They were, Zach Gallen carrying the pitching staff. He had seven innings no hit, or 7 innings of shutout baseball the other night. So shout out Griffin, big D-backs fan.
My guy
Griff the Myth.
Yeah. I mean, bless that division. Padres are 12-12, and we're half a game back from first place.
Yeah, no doubt. And honestly, I figured the Padres would hop out to a little bit better start too. 12-12.
They've offense has been cold, but
you look at that lineup, man. That's a scary lineup. Once they put it all together.
The season, I think the expectations were really, really high, and then they didn't come out as hot as they wanted to, and that's all right.
It's fine.
All those dudes
it's a
can
long
swing
season. Yeah. They got to trust the process.
Tatis
coming back from suspension, so
first bomb.
He killed the rehab, or not even a rehab stint, but the minor leagues, bro. I don't have the stats in front of me, but that tear that he had while still under major league suspension was absolutely insane. He destroyed AAA. So
they now we just need the starters to not give a bunch of runs.
Yeah, no doubt. Getting Musgrove back, I think that'll help a little bit.
He had a rocky start last time, but
first start out, I never expect pitchers to do anything.
Yeah, and especially coming off injury most of the time, it's
right. It'd be shaky for a couple starts.
But hey, I liked some of the moves they got there. Cronenworth playing first now, but dude's been swinging it well.
Yeah.
So
he's a beast.
Matt Carpenter's been hitting it good.
He had a great series.
Yeah,
good series.
Grisham been hitting it really good. Like the lower part of the order has just been. The lower part of the order has been swinging it really well. It's that we got to get those.
Yeah.
Really, the top three. Soto gets on base a lot, but he's not hitting a lot of extra base hits or putting the ball in play a lot. Right. Tatis is, just coming back, and Manny Machado's been on a little bit of struggle too.
Yeah. Yep.
How about your Red Sox? Talk about a division. Rough.
Yeah. The AL East is a gauntlet.
The Red Sox would be in first or second in almost every other league, but they're in last in their league.
Yeah, last in their division. I know. Yeah, they were
in their division.
Yeah, that stinks. But they were. It's kind of in the same boat last year. Like last year was a pretty disappointing, very mediocre season. Higher expectations this year. I think the front office has kind of had an underrated offseason. As far as move goes, they added really good veterans and. Have some decent call-ups, but the division, and I think the new scheduling definitely helps them out. It helps all of the AL East out. They play more games outside of the division, so I think you'll see their win totals kind of boost up, and they don't have to beat each other up as much. It definitely wouldn't surprise me getting 3, maybe even 4, bro. I could see all 4 out of the 5 divisional teams making the postseason with now having 3 wild card spots, and the division leader. I could see it. They're all so good. I think that the Orioles, I think they'll probably cool off. I don't think their staff is good enough to sustain kind of what they're doing. They got off to a hot start, but I don't know.
I feel that with the Rangers too. I mean, no offense to my hometown Y'alls, but the Rangers have had 2 series against the Royals. I mean, that's like a free 5 or 6 wins right there almost.
Should be. Should take care of business. Yeah. Another team that started out slow is the Phillies, 11-12, ended on Sunday, and a lot of people maybe chalk that up to the World Series hangover. You go a little bit deeper in the season, you probably maybe a little tired. I mean, even though they didn't win it, they just still had high expectations coming into the year. But not gonna freak out over. Like I said, it's a long season for everybody. So
for sure. And I mean, last year they weren't dominant last year. They just got really, really hot in September.
So hot.
And then flew through the whole postseason super hot. Yeah. And then I mean, they played the Astros, and the Astros just beat out wins.
Dude, yeah. I just don't know how they did it.
Yeah. Yeah. They come out and they're not really nothing scares them. I guess they're in the World Series every year. The stage is never too big.
True. It's a good point. What do you think about that Max Scherzer ejection? Suspended 10 games for the sticky stuff. I don't know if you...
I don't know. That's brutal because, I mean, it almost happened to Musgrove last year, and it's that now people are going to call him a cheater, and it's probably nothing. And
the post-game interview is something that I kind of dug into and heard his point of view about it a little bit, but kind of basically, I'll sum it up if you kind of missed that, but basically what he was saying is he got checked after the first inning, which every pitcher does, walking off, and they were saying your hand's sticky. He said that you need to wash it off. Okay, so and he goes and washes it off, and then he comes back out for the second inning and comes back off. They said you need to wash it off again because he was like, well, it's sweat and it's rosin because you have the rosin bag right behind the bump and it's sweaty, it's hot, he's working hard. So sweat and rosin is going to make it a little more sticky. I mean, it's common sense, it's science. But coming off, and they were like, okay, he put rubbing alcohol. This is what Max Scherzer said in the interview. He said he put rubbing alcohol on his hands in front of an MLB official, cleaned off his hands, went back out for the inning. Rosin, he's still sweating, whatever, on his hands and arms and whatnot. So it was sticky coming off, and then they banged him. Then they banged him out of the game, and he gets the suspension. He said, I swear on my kid's life, it's nothing crazy. It's just sweat and rosin. And you could tell he was hot and he was passionate. I mean, as I would be too.
He's a passionate guy. If
I wasn't cheating, he was he was yelling at the umpires, and you know what, you got to make your case. But and what gets me is like if he's washing his hands or whatever, providing it in front of the MLB official, how's that not cleared? But
enough.
Yeah, and also I saw the stat is like all 3 or 4 ejections from the ball game from sticky stuff usage have been the same umpire, which is interesting to me. I don't know. Take that how you want it, I guess, but
Mafia paying something off.
Someone's got the sports book, man.
That's weird.
Yeah. That's weird. Another big moment for the weekend.
Hey, I mean, my hands are kind of sticky right now, and I mean,
hey, yo, what did he say? He said, bruh. Hey, yo, yeah, sweat and rosin. He's getting ready in the bullpen for the episode,
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was just warming up a little bit.
Gotta get the wing loose.
I mean, Trevor Bauer gave me some elbow cream, but
anything Trevor Bauer gives me has to be beneficial. Yeah. So, another big moment for the weekend. Kind of a weird walk-off, but Orioles found a way to walk it off on a wild pitch. So that's always fun. You don't see that a whole lot. So it's kind of anticlimactic for the crowd, but it's still always a good time to scratch out a win if you're the Orioles. And like I said, they're hot. They just keep finding ways to win. Another big way I can boast about the Sox a little bit. They put up a 9 spot in the 8th inning to take the series win against the Brew Crew, who have been freaking on fire to start the season. Masataka Yoshida had 2 home runs in the same inning. He led off the inning. Justin
was a grandie.
Yeah, Justin Turner led off the inning with a solo home run. Yoshida comes up right afterwards, hits a solo home run. Kind of roll through the order, get 2 outs, bases juiced. Yoshida comes up in the same inning and hits a granny to cap off the 9 spot, and I was fired up watching that because Yoshida's been a guy that he's been under a lot of fire coming over from Japan, and the Sox paid him good money. He's been kind of out to a slow start. You saw what he could do in the World Baseball Classic if you guys watched that. He was on fire. Him and Shohei kind of carried the Japan team.
That was his first career Grand Slam, right?
Yeah, in the MLB. Yeah. So he's been hot recently. Probably hitting close to 500 over his last 15, 20 plate appearances. So he's been hot. Another guy who's been hot, Randy Rosarena. He walked it off Saturday night against the White Sox for the Rays. So he's don't want to mess with him, man. Team Mexico. He said, tell me that's not going to be a bobblehead by the end of the year. Like, if that's not in the works, the Rays marketing department sucks. And they should probably hire one of us.
I'll take the job.
I'll take the job. I can work remote.
Just hire us both.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to be a Rays fan, but just pay me some good money.
You got to be a fan to work for the team.
Yeah, just pay me some money. I'm not going to rep your merch.
I mean, that one with the little sunburst emblem, I'd probably wear a polo with that on it.
Cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I do like the throwback Devil Rays uniforms. Those are sick, which I think they're wearing every, what is it, like Wednesday game or Saturday game? I don't know. I think they're wearing those once a week. I can't remember what night they're on, but yeah. Any other big weekend moments that we want to hit on before we move on to our hot hitters of the week?
Nothing from me here.
Perfect.
Looks like we covered it all on my front.
Yeah. So a segment that we're going to be doing every pod is we're going to kind of recap and we're going to kind of vote for our hot hitters of the week going by American League. We're going to nominate one for the American League and one for the National League. And then we're also going to do a AL pitcher and an NL pitcher. I'll let Schnell kick it off here for his AL hot hitter vote of the week.
Sorry, my friend, if I mispronounce your name, but Adolis Garcia, dude, has been swinging it this year.
Has he ever? He had a freaking week.
Yes, I mean, I don't know that Rangers offense is kind of coming alive. I mean, Marcus Semion's my honorable mention.
Yeah,
and both of them batted over 400 for the week.
Yeah.
I mean, 14 RBIs.
14 RBIs from Garcia. He scored 8 runs, 4 home runs. I mean, those are stats. 14 RBIs led the league for the week. But he was actually mine as well, so he's going to take home the trophy because we only have 2 people on the pod, so can't argue about it. I mean, we both voted for him. You said Marcus Semien was your honorable mention?
Yeah, for the AL. I mean,
same here. I actually had Semien wrote down, and I had a Rosarena as down as well. With the walk-off, he's been hot too, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of that Rangers offense. They got that new stadium's awesome.
New stadium's sick.
They got great fans down there. Fans will be able to go to games now. There won't be 120 on the field.
True.
Game time in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, when we went to that Rangers game together, that was fun. Enjoying
it was really cool.
New stadium, the walk-in. I thought the walk-in, although I was pretty drunk, to be honest, but the walk-in was pretty sick.
And right outside, they have a great restaurants.
Yeah.
They had music going.
Yeah, that was cool.
Little concert going. I mean, even if you couldn't get a ticket to the game and you just wanted to be in the area, you could watch the game right outside the stadium, and just the atmosphere was awesome.
Yeah, the environment kind of reminded me a lot of the St. Louis environment right outside their stadium. They have a bunch of restaurants, and the environment's pretty sick. But
Dude, St. Louis's field is unbelievable.
I love it. Yeah, I love it as well.
Not a bit. I mean, my grandpa is a diehard Cards fan. I'm not a huge Cards fan, but Busch Stadium is something else.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Who's your vote for the NL hot hitter of the week?
I voted old Max Muncy. He's kind of been putting the Dodgers on his back.
Yeah.
I mean, went full backpack mode. Looked like backpack J-Catch carrying us in Fortnite.
Absolutely not.
He said no there. Yeah, he I mean, what old I had it written down. I mean, Muncy was like 389, 5 bombs all week.
Yeah,
but man. He's going on paternity leave now, so
congratulations.
Does he cool off a little bit having a kid?
Or does he get the dad strength?
True.
He could come back even better. Burden lifted off the shoulders, but it doesn't sound like that's been a problem. He's been swinging it.
Sound like he's been too stressed out.
Past week he's been hitting the ball well. My NL hot hitter, I had Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Brandon Nimmo, 5 runs, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 452 average. He had over 30 plate appearances, or at bats. So it's not like it's a small sample size. Led the league with 14 hits. So high average guy, had a couple bombs. Not a big RBI guy when you compare it to Garcia, but he swung it a lot. So I gave him the hits lead for the hot hitter there. So yeah,
like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't have a tiebreaker, so I guess they get to split the trophy.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm down. Ready? Rock. Paper.
On shoot or here or on what?
Oh, we're on shoot.
Shoot. All right, bet.
We're American, right?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, you win. We'll give it to Max. We'll give it to Max. That's cool. I had him as an honorable mention, so it's not like he was low on my list.
Yeah, I like it when the unexpected guys kind of carry the load a little bit. It's nice.
Even though I did throw a couple bets on Max Muncy to start the season, and he kind of shit the bed. So he's been on my do not bet list, but it sounds like this past week I might have to reinstate him from the ban list.
I'd bet on him, but he would just do worse. So.
That's true. Keep him on your ban list. If you ever want to tail Snow in a bet, probably not.
Don't.
Not the best track record from the guy. But if you want to add Dutch dollars or the baseball guru, never please. That's a guy you need to stick with. Moving on to the pitcher side of things, because this is the bullpen, right? Speaking of bullpen, we're going to start in the NL. A guy that Snow is real familiar with. My pick, it's a sneaky one, Josh Hader.
Josh Hader's my honorable mention, man.
4, and we didn't even talk about this, which is crazy. 4 innings pitched, 4 saves, which led the league in the past week. He allowed 1 base runner, and it was to a walk. He had 3 Ks. That's a nails stat line. That's what I want from my closer. She just absolutely slammed the door, man. You have 4 outings and he allows 1 base runner.
Yeah, that's sweat free.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, sweat free. My honorable mention there is Kershaw. Started 2 games.
That was my pick.
Looked fantastic. Kershaw.
Old Kersh. He's kind of.
He's got the Coopertown curveball, man. He's
less than 1 ERA, 0.69 ERA.
Yeah.
I mean
69. Nice.
Only allowing 1 run in 2 starts. I mean, that's pretty good.
I would like my chances.
From a starter, because I mean, starters, they're out in the game a long time. So
right.
I mean, what do you think? A starter probably sees the lineup at least twice, most of the time 3 times.
Yeah, I feel like managers these days, they play with the analytics a lot. They try not to send him through a 3rd time, especially if you're a low end starter. But maybe your aces or horses, you kind of send, unless the guy's having an absolute fire night, right? You probably don't send him out for the 3rd time through. So you're probably looking at 5-6 innings. Would be a nice quality start for a starter. So Kirsch is my honorable mention. So that's good for the NL side of things. I'd be happy with either one of them. I mean, we can settle with a rock paper scissors, but I figure
I'm voting Hader.
You're a Padres fan, right? So we can
Hader's in there.
We could go.
Josh Hader, pitcher of the week.
Yeah, NL pitcher of the week, stamped and approved by the bullpen here.
Yep.
Hader gets it. AL pitcher. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the AL side. What you got there?
I went ahead and went with DeGrom for my pitcher of the week because he, he's leading K's this year.
Yeah,
and to be able to, he left a game earlier this week,
right,
with an injury, and then comes back and just shuts the door and throws 11 strikeouts.
It's crazy numbers.
Yeah, just strikes out at 60 on the week, has a .9 ERA. Dude's been absolutely. A couple years, last couple years, DeGrom gets hurt. He's out for 1-2 months.
Right.
Seems like he's actually out. He's out there gaming this year. I like it.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if, and I think that's gonna depend on the Rangers' success. I mean, they paid him good money in the offseason to stay healthy and throw shut pieces for the team, and so far he's done a pretty good job. But we'll see if he can do that the whole season. I actually didn't have a runner-up, but my guy here was Eduardo Rodriguez, Red Sox legend, by the way. He was slept on, I feel like, as far as just scrolling through Twitter, bro.
Absolutely went out and shoved this week.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I scrolling through Twitter this weekend and just kind of looking at highlights and stuff. I never saw anybody talking about him. Just looking at stats, though, I'm like, dude, 2 starts, 15 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 0 walks. And I bring that up.
That's what blew my mind.
Which is crazy because he's always been a guy that will struggle with walks. He's a lefty, but walking guys kind of his downfall sometimes. But he threw walks.
He threw the most innings this last week and didn't walk a single guy.
Yeah, 2 starts, crazy. It's good command. 15 innings pitched, like I said. He got one of those wins. Yep, did not give up an earned run, which is crazy. And he only had 5 hits.
Yeah.
So he gave up 5 hits in 15 innings pitched and 0 walks. I like the chances. Saves the bullpen boys. So I think that's my pick there.
We trust the bullpen, but hey, we love our starters too. Get out there, shove a little bit, but if you need us, we'll come save the day.
No doubt. I agree with that one.
I think the saddest story in the pitching world this week was Drew Smyly. I mean,
got to feel for that guy.
What a brutal way to lose that game.
Yeah.
Or to lose that perfect game. I mean, 6 outs away, and both of them wanted it so bad, and they were both 150% at that ball to make sure they got that out, and it just got tangled up with each other.
Yeah.
What do you do if you're the catcher there? You buy him a gift, like a Ferrari or something?
Ferrari, man, I don't know.
Take him out to Longhorn Steakhouse or something.
Yeah, that's like a swinging bunt ruins it, right? I mean,
shatters
it's like
saws that bat in half, and then
you couldn't throw a ball down the line any better than what that guy did.
you did what you were supposed to do, and you did what you're supposed to do. Perfect pitch, got a really weak ball, and it just ended up being.
Game of baseball, man.
The odds. I mean, the odds were crazy.
Yeah, game of baseball is crazy. As far as my team of the week goes, I do think it's the Pirates. They went 7-0 in the week, didn't lose. I will say what kind of hindered my pick, maybe a little back and forth about it. They did have some bad opponents. They did not play 2 great teams, but wins are wins in the association. It's hard to win major league ball games, especially to not lose one in an entire week. And like I said, we talked about this at the jump, but the Bucks have been hot, and they had another hot week, proving that they're really not pretenders this far into the season. That's my squad of the week, going 7-0, not dropping a ball game. What do you got for your team of the week?
I don't know. I want to not pick the Rays because they're just been so dominant, but I want to give some love to someone else, but they just, when they play when they lose last against the Reds a few days ago.
Yeah.
Other than that, they
just keep
only 3 losses on the season. It just seems hard not to pick them for team of the week. But I also like the Rangers. I think they had an awesome week. They were hot, and they pitching's been good, batting's been good, and
Right.
a team that has struggled a lot in recent. I mean, I feel like the Rays, we know their pitching's going to be good, and it's been surprising that their hitting's been so good this year. So
True.
I don't know, both teams, it's been fun to watch both.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. As far as the weekly look ahead, I just highlighted a couple series that we have going on this week that start today, and these are series that have teams with winning records going against each other. So first one we'll highlight is the Red Sox and the Orioles. Second one, Astros and the Rays. Should be a good one. Braves.
Yeah, that's my favorite of the week.
Yeah, Braves and the Marlins. Marlins sneaky team off to a good start. The Yankees and the Twins. You know who I'm going for in that one.
The
Go
Yankees,
Twins.
right?
No,
you're a big Yanks fan
I'm a
there.
huge
They're in,
Twins guy this week.
The old Rushton household.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. We're Twins fans this week. Obviously cheering for the Sox.
Hey, this weekend we got the
Astros,
World
Rays.
Series rematch though coming up.
Yeah.
Philly Stros this weekend.
Philly Stros. That's something to look forward to this weekend. Should be fun. Later on in the week, I'm sure they probably have a Sunday night baseball game. Maybe not though. I feel like that'd be bad marketing on ESPN's part if they didn't throw that on Sunday night baseball. But we'll see.
True.
We'll see.
We can look.
I haven't even looked at the schedule for next Sunday yet.
Yeah, I mean, I got her up. Philly Stros, 6 p.m. on ESPN.
Bingo.
Be there.
What's your one final question
No free
for
plugs,
you?
I mean,
What's your thought on miking up dudes during the game during Sunday Night Baseball? I know I talk to a lot of people that go both ways on it. I'm a huge fan of it. Honestly, I think it brings out a lot of fun in the game. It gives maybe cool insight.
It's got to be
for the
It's got to
casuals.
be the right guy though.
It's got to be a good personality guy. Yeah, of course. But yeah, no, I think it's fun for the casual fans. Yeah, level-headed. I mean,
I didn't realize Noah Syndergaard's 0-3 this year. Wow.
Yeah,
I saw that.
You would probably want. I mean, you probably want a guy that speaks English, right? I mean, that's going to.
You know what I find super annoying this year?
What's that?
That I didn't like. Is it new this year? The pitch comms, and the pitchers change it out every 2 batters.
Pitch comms working. Have some issues. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there.
Like, is that new this year? Like, I don't know. I don't. I don't remember seeing it last year, and
maybe not maybe not as much. Yeah.
And this year, I've just been seeing a bunch of. Seems like every time a reliever comes in the game, he has to get 3 different pitch comms.
Right. Could be a sneaky way to sneak some mound visits, though. Think about it.
Definitely.
Quick talk over the.
This one's not working. Bring another one out from the dugout. Oh man, this one's not working. Oh, I'll take the shortstops.
Hey, since we're here, let's talk about what we're gonna do here. But yeah, no. Any final thoughts before we wrap up our first pod of the 2023 season?
Really excited for this baseball season. I mean, been a lot of controversy with baseball lately, and I've been loving the pitch timer.
Love the pitch clock. Oh my God.
I feel a little weird about. I mean, Grisham. I've been watching a lot of Padres, and it feels weird when he can he can wait to get in the box until 10 seconds with runners on, and it's like, what did you do as a pitcher in that situation? You're super rushed, but it's good. So it's really sped the game. I like it a lot. And then one of our good buddies. We hope he's on the pod soon. Jay Frosty's been begging for a salary cap, which I think could definitely change the whole landscape of the league.
That would. We'll leave that for a different time because I know.
Yeah, we got to get him in here for that.
Bro,
I
mean,
this season's gonna be awesome, and I really like that some unexpected teams are blowing it up. I like that it's not
just your same
last
big
couple
dogs.
Last couple seasons, it's like, oh, okay, the Dodgers are gonna be 12 games. They're gonna be 12 games up by the end of June,
right?
And it's.
You have your clear cut. I mean, division leaders for the most part. No, I like other teams getting off to a hot start. Like I said at the top, I wonder what teams that jumped off to a hot start maybe are going to be able to continue their success, and what teams that started out slow are going to be able to find more success as the season goes on. 162, man, that's a grind. And injuries are going to happen, throughout the summer. So we'll see what teams are fortunate to stay healthy and what teams.
I have a fun question. Do you think Shohei is a better Batter or pitcher?
Man.
Dude, that's unbelievable at both.
Right. Bro's going to get a $500 million contract to do both. But, man, I think I'd say pitcher, to be honest.
See, I like pitcher too. I mean,
I think he's a slightly better pitcher. He's a dang good hitter, but
yeah, I think because when the hitting conversation comes up, it's you got Trout, Judge, Vladdy, all those dudes really swing it. But and at the same time, I think it's not easy, but I think batting is very hard.
Batting's very hard, yeah, for sure.
And it's incredible how good the hitters are these days to be able to hit.
I think his power is very impressive.
Yeah, I think it's just crazy how good hitters in general are to be able to hit all these different pitches,
right?
Recognize them out of the hand.
Can't do that
in blink of an eye. It's unreal.
Yeah, baseball's a tough sport, man. Tough sport. That's why we played it at a very, 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 very not easy, but low level. I mean, played in college, but.
It's
more than most.
I mean, I never saw anything harder than 92, and it's coming.
It's coming. And you know what? I used to throw a bit 92 in my day, but yeah, 92 minus a little bit, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
Good enough to strike Jay Frosty out a couple
times. I've played the show a couple times. I've hit 92 once.
Right. Wait, are we not talking about like my player? Does that doesn't count? Or?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it counts. It counts for sure.
No, of course. Yeah, I mean, throw like 97 at that point, and then bullpen's hot. So, but yeah,
I guess we forgot to mention that we were talking about walk-offs, and the Angels came out and hit 3 back-to-back home runs, like back-to-back.
Right.
To come, talk about some Royal struggles. You put up 11 runs, still can't win a game. Like,
wah wah wah. Royal struggles for the Royals.
But we love them still.
It's a bad team. Yeah, it's like
Salvy's the GOAT.
It's the stadium closest to us. So when
that powder blue is beautiful.
Powder blues they're hot, but
basically
the
on
team
your
is
chest
not.
Right now.
It's close, but yeah, I'll be repping the Sox when they.
What's your favorite City Connect jersey? Oof. Uniform.
I'd probably have to pull up a picture of all to compare them.
Fair.
I don't know if I have a clear cut.
Next week, we're ranking them, all of them.
Shit, son, I'm down. Let's get it. That gives you guys something to look forward to.
We'll start a Twitter poll.
Let's get it.
You all rank them. We're gonna rank them too.
We're gonna rank them too.
Follow us on Twitter.
At
our socials.
At bullpen banter _, because some nerds have at bullpen banter, and we can't take that one. So we got to add the _ at the end on the Twitter. We do have a TikTok at bullpen banter, and we do have a YouTube as well where this video recording will be at bullpen banter. If you want to watch us and our cute smiling faces. If you're watching on YouTube or TikTok or this clip's on Twitter, you will find this on Spotify as well. Look up Bullpen Banter, and we'll be on there, man.
Follow us on all of them.
Yep. Give us a follow. Support the boys, and we appreciate everyone listening and tuning in to our first episode of 2023, and we'll be back next week.
Excited for the 2023 season with all y'all.
Oh, yeah. Have a good one.